What's up, Premier Planet? I'm Neil David, coming at you with this week's recap of events right here at PPW in Woodstock. And what a week it was if you missed it. We started things off with the world-exclusive Matt Vine facing off against PPW's newcomer, Anakin. Now, while many people expected this to be a one-sided match in favor of Vine, Anakin came out and shocked a lot of people, hanging in there with Matt for a lot. He got multiple 2 counts in, but unfortunately, this is a numbers game, and Matt ended up getting the 1-2-3 for the win. But it wasn't the match that people enjoyed so much as the show of sportsmanship after the match. Vine went up to Anakin and raised his hand, showing that he shows a lot of promise and looks forward to seeing him move forward in his career. Our second match of the night was a number 1 contenders match for the PPW Heavyweight Championship between rivaling Dirty Boys, Ronnie Veronica Metro, and Chase Gosling. But they weren't the only 2 there, as Ronnie Veronica Metro was escorted to the ring by fellow Dirty Boy Andy Anderson. But Chase had a surprise of his own, bringing back the original Dirty Boy, Matt Longtime. And this shocked Ronnie. He was not happy about that. Right out of the gate, Chase opened up with a suplex and a couple of elbows to knock Ronnie down. But while the ref had his back turned, Andy Anderson would pull his fast one and choke Chase under the ropes while he was laying under on the skirt. This would lead to Ronnie landing a DDT, which would be an equalizer in the beginning of the match, but it wouldn't take long for the Dirty Boys to pull another fast one. Let's head to the footage and see what we were talking about.
You come back.
Now, as you can see, the Dirty Boys would get involved, and this would lead us to a no-contest decision in the number 1 contendership. But Randy Ritchie said that wasn't all. We were going to have a tag team match starting right there, right now, between rivaling Dirty Boys, Ronnie Veronica Metro, and Andy Anderson, dueling against Chase Gosling and Matt Longtime. After a quick fashion contest that started things off between Andy and Matt's tights, Matt ended up winning that, and we ended up having a pretty good battle. This was as dirty as you would expect it. We had cheap shots, we had low blows, we had headbutts to the little Ronnies, if you catch my drift, and a not-so-safe-for-work thumbs up to Andy Anderson, but you had to be there to see that one. Eventually, this all led up to Matt Longtime getting the 1-2-3 count. Let's head to the footage and see how this ended up. Now, as you can see, Matt Longtime was able to roll up Anderson for the 1-2-3 count, and this led to the Dirty Boy. Hold on, folks. I'm just receiving word that due to emotional and potentially physical scarring, Andy Anderson will be taking a self-said week off. He will not be with us next week. What a real shame, as this rivalry was really starting to come up to something big. Our 4th match of the night was an intergender match between the shredding Connor Core and the fan favorite Sky Blue. And as Connor always does, he started things off with a riveting guitar solo. And the match was absolutely that as well. This was a match back and forth. It's been getting better and better each week, equal to equal. And this was not a battle of the sexes anymore, folks. As Sky went up for a tornado suplex, Connor was able to counter and ended up in a very questionable ending. As Connor's shoulders went up, but the ref had to make a decision at the time, didn't see it, and called the 1-2-3. But our CEO, Randy Ritchie, would reverse that decision as he would come up and announce Connor Core as the true winner of the match. Our 5th and final match of the night, folks, was our championship match for the PPW heavyweight belt between El Mero Mero y Estra and current PPW champion, the world exclusive, Matt Vine. These two brothers have been dueling and blood has been boiling between the two for the past few weeks now, and if you've been following us on our promos, those have just been that way as well. This match was absolutely intense. Right out of the gate, these two people were firing at each other. Matt showed his strength, literally tossing Estra out of the ring. But that wasn't all that was going to happen. Let's head to the footage real quick and see what happens. Now, as you can see, after a very hard, long-fought battle, Matt Vine would eventually get the 1-2-3 and would remain your PPW championship. But as he was celebrating, El Mero Mero was not done for the night. He came running back out of these curtains and would deliver a spine-shattering backbreaker to Vine, which would lead a couple of wrestlers from out back to come up and have to help him up off of the ring. So what does all this mean? What does this lead us to? Next week we have, again, a rematch for the #1 contendership between Ronnie Veronica Metro and Chase Gosling, as well as we have a rematch between the world-exclusive Matt Vine and El Mero Mero y Estra. What's going to happen next week, folks? Come on down to PPW and find out for yourself.